Hello, my adorable kings in the building. You are highly welcome. On today's video, we're going to be talking about a woman having whitest discharge from her punani. Yes, most of the times women discharge or produce water from that punani. Discharge from that punani, which have different reasons, or maybe she is not healthy. Most of you always jump into conclusion of saying, okay, tagging it infection when you experience or observe this from your woman. And I want to tell you some psychological facts about human body or people of my gender, that sometimes it might not be a sign of infection. Yeah, so let's dive into the behavior right away. Yeah, number one reason why a woman might be having such discharge from her punani hole, one, it might be because of hormonal imbalance. Hormone has a way of toiling or changing in woman's body depending on what she is actually facing in her body system at that period of time. Sometimes it could be as a result of aging, sometimes it could be as a result of childbirth, sometimes it could be as a result of pregnancy, STD, and name it. So at this point where you observe this, I will always advise you to actually do a medical checkup for you to actually observe or ascertain if this is actually normal or is a health situation, a health challenge. So because if you actually ignore this, it might result to bigger problem if it is actually a sign of infection. Number two reason why a woman might be discharging water from her coochie is orgasm. When a woman orgasms, she produces liquid substance from that place. Most times those liquid substance is not actually in a water form. It's kind of thick and creamy. Yes, sometimes it's drawing like snail water, something like that, when you feel it with your fingertips. Okay, this discharge can be as a result of your woman enjoying your knacking pattern and getting to orgasm. She might actually produce this liquid substance, creamy substance from her coochie hole. Another reason why a woman might have a discharge from her punani hole is maybe when her punani water actually mix with your sperm. When her punani water mix together with your sperm, it can actually amount to that discharge down there. The discharge we are talking about is not always like a water flow, it's not big. Yeah, just a little discharge that could stain her panty or that could just drop there. Yeah, another thing that could cause this is okay, we have talked about hormonal imbalance. Another thing that could cause it is STD, like infection. Yeah, when a woman is have actually contacted any form of STD, or yeah, she might actually develop this water discharge or liquid discharge from her punani hole. That is actually why I firstly advise you not to overlook it when you actually observe it. You have to actually ask your woman questions to know if this is if she actually can point or figure out why that liquid is actually coming from there. And it's not bad if you can go for medical checkup for you to be sure, for you not to just live on the assumption and maybe something is actually going wrong. So you have to Do a medical checkup from time to time with your partner in order to ensure that how your woman's body or her status is intact. Remember, woman's privy part is actually open, it's a hole, like, yeah. So sometimes she might easily contact this, maybe from inappropriate hygienic practices done over her inner chamber, or maybe exposing herself to a public toilet, or knocking, different puna, different bulla entering there and stuff like that. Lecotin can actually result to STI, so you just have to pay attention, monitor her, and always go for medical checkup for you to be sure that you're not eating something that is affected, okay, with virus. So another thing that could make a woman produce such water than there is pregnancy. Young women also experience this during their first trimester of pregnancy, though women's actually body system are different. Not everybody will have this experience, but most majority of women do have this experience when they have missed their period, like that first trimester stage, from the first week to 84 weeks of that intake, when their egg is developing, when you have actually discharged, when you have dropped this anointing cream into her system, and the juice and the cream want to actually germinate, and is forming in her body system, it could actually result to this discharge. Sometimes the discharge might be yellowish, sometimes the discharge might be whitish. It is normal if it doesn't have offensive odor. If it doesn't have offensive odor, it is normal. And also, when it is brownish in color, my brother, it is not normal. So you have to actually know all this. So when your woman start producing this water, knowing all this thing will help you to trace or to figure out what it could be. So it is any sign of pregnancy to some kind of woman. From that first week to at least the period of 3 months, they will be having this discharge, but which is a normal thing. It's not a bad one, but when it is actually causing them pain, giving them discomfort, that is when it's called for attention, or when it is smelling so bad because it's not meant to smell, or when the color is actually as dark as my skin. So it is actually when you have to look for solution, consult your physician, like for them to actually guide us, for them to actually check up and figure out if there is any health challenge or situation to be taken care of. Another thing that could make a woman produce wetter than her equals is when that woman is kind of horny. Yeah, when she's honey. Something like that can actually drop just a little. Another thing is during ovulation, when a woman is paying her monthly dues. Yeah, I remember every woman have to pay that monthly tithing. We do that tithing on monthly basis. If your body system is normal, if you have not hit menopause, so it is normal for you to actually have this discharge during your ovulation, and this is the sign of ovulation. So sometimes you see a woman ovulating, and if you're not aware or clarify, you might jump into conclusion that this might be affection. So this time that a woman is ovulating, she produces that creamy stuff, and it's thicker and gummy, like I said before, and this one most at times is colorless. and is also odorless. It's just a normal flow that comes out from the coochie hole just to prove or a sign that we are ovulating. That one is just normal for almost all the women. Okay, so you have to be aware of this. When she's on her ovulation period, when she is actually culling her monthly fowl, sowing her monthly seed, she will experience this. Okay, so you have to be aware of this one in particular, because it's something that might be coming or recurring on monthly basis. For you not to, for you not to be thinking otherwise. So as a wisdom king, you don't have to be eating something you're not giving attention. So sometimes get involved in what's that, anything that has to do with your woman's health, because health is wealth. And when one is affected and you dip your mouth into the pickles or dip your spoon into that pickles, you also might be affected. And one bad thing about some of those STDs is they live with somebody till the lifetime if it is not actually figured out at the early stage or taken care of or getting treated when it is actually developing or forming. If you allow it to spread, if you allow it to remain in that system for a long period of time, my brother, it might be there and result to something that will live there for a lifetime. So it is actually important as a wisdom king, you look into your woman's health, the way she takes care of her health and also her hygienic level. Yeah, when a woman is actually observing this liquid, no matter what it is, even if it is as a result of pregnancy, as a result of ovulation, as a result of orgasm, as a result of mixture of sperm and her coochie, whether what she actually needs to be doing is frequent wash, flush. And when a woman have to wash and clean up there, it's something she do without any artificial whatever adding anything. She just always clean up, wash up with water. Clean water is enough to keep that place healthy. Okay, to wash off at all point after knacking, after orgasm, a woman need to wash and flush whatever liquid that is coming up from there. If a woman is pregnant, she always needs to be washing and cleaning up that place for it to be healthy and odorless. If a woman is actually experiencing this as hormonal imbalance, there is a lot of attention that at least your health personnel will guide you on what to do. But the first what would I call it, to me, washing it is just like a first aid, something you must do, something you have to do as a what would I call protective measure before you actually get attention of your gyna or your health advisor. Okay, so this is actually some of the reasons why a woman might experience whitish discharge. It's not all about infection. It's only okay. It's not all about infection, but you also need to be sure. Never live on assumption when you observe that. And I want to encourage you all to actually develop this habit of having open conversation with your woman in about things that has to do with her health, her inner chamber, her car. You cannot be driving your woman's car and you don't care whether this car is being taken care of, whether she's washing the car, whether she's driving the car carefully or carefully, whether she is actually servicing the car. You just need to put attention to how she take care of that special food that she is meant for you alone. So if you don't take care of it, if you don't care about it, I don't know who will. So this is my advice today. Have open conversation. Always go for a medical checkup pay attention and to know when things are going wrong. I love you all. That's why I care. Remember, our intention here is for you to have a healthy relationship. Healthy relationship is our first target. Enjoyable relationship, productive relationship with your partner, irrespective of your skin color, your continent, and your country. We love you so so much. And if you're seeing this face for the very first time, it's your girl Chinancy K, a girl from Africa, the very pretty girl from the city of Owerri, gracing your screen, who currently based in Ghana. So my darling, do well to do the needful. If you can share this video with someone, to share to someone, to share to someone, it's not going to be a bad idea, because it's going to help one or two people navigate better on their health and what they also consume. Yeah, so do this for the benefit of you and other people who might need this information. Share the video, like and engage with us at the comment section. If you are one of those Sabinos in the house too, that you know more than others, or that you also you are also aware, you're in the medical field, or you are aware of some of other things, or more of other things that could actually cause such discharge, feel free to communicate at the comment section so that we all can learn. Don't forget, this channel belongs to you and I, so let's handle it and deal with it like our own personal business. Yeah, this is a place that your opinion counts. I love you. See you on my next video. Ciao ciao for now. Yeah.